Yo guys, what is happening with my Trouble Games, and welcome to another episode of the Minecraft Modded City series. I'm back again, and I've got some good news. What's the good news? Is I'm back again. Haha, I got you twice there. I don't know what that intro was. Anyway, you know what? I try to be a little bit creative sometimes and come up with some new ideas, and they don't always work out. I felt like that one did work out somewhat, but anyway. Okay, I've got a couple things to show you. I am pretty excited to show you them. I'm going to go quickly so we actually have time to build something. The last couple episodes I've just been showing you things, so I want to actually go on and do some building today. But before we do that, I want to show you what I'm up to, and it starts over here. Don't want to give too much away, but this is a... First of all, I gotta give you guys some context. This is going to be really weird out of context. So I was watching some stuff on... I don't need to go to Pacific Farms. That's not where I was looking to go. I was looking to go in this building, this factory that we built a couple episodes ago. I was watching some stuff in the Inspiration series on World of Keralis, because I love Keralis. I'm watching the Hermitcraft series he's doing right now, which is awesome, by the way. And I love all of his builds and whatnot. They're a little bit more detailed and scaled up than what I like to do. It's not that I don't think they look nice. I think they're super detailed and awesome when he does them. But I just have a different style. I'm much more into trying to build worlds that sort of they are aesthetically pleasing, but they're not supposed to be as detailed. They're just supposed to be functional and big. I like to go big, so I want to build lots of buildings, and the way that I can do that is by kind of cutting back on the detail a little bit. But I'm not going there. I was watching the video, and I saw them using all the heads, all the block heads, and I was thinking, okay, I got to get some of these heads going. I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but there's so many great ones, and for little details and whatnot, they're awesome. But also just like for like chimneys, like what the heck, and crates and computers and everything. These are gonna be great. So I don't know why I didn't think of this before. There's a great website. I'll try to link it down below if I remember, as to where you can just find these heads and bring them in your world simply by using a command. So very cool stuff. Can't wait to use some of those. But then that kind of gives context to what I was doing over there. There were a couple cool ones, like gold ones and diamond ones, and like there's like a multi-crystal one, and that got me thinking, what if we did like not only like a museum, but like a safe? I really just wanted to build a vault, to be honest, but I wanted to build a vault to store these like valuable items in, I would call them. And this is, again, totally basically useless, because, you know, if anybody ever plays in the world, it might be kind of a cool feature, you know, have like a heist or something. But no, so I want to show you guys what I came up with real quick here. Just, you know, safe entrance is called the safe, right? Obviously, not safe entrance as in like it's safe to go this way. It's a safe that you store things in. Entrance authorized personnel only. You open this guy up and you enter right in here. It's got buttons, and how I did that was with some simple fill commands. And then we go down here into the safe and we enter into a bedrock area, and of course I had to do all bedrock. And welcome to the safe. So I have a little key here that allows me to access all of the chests. And these are like the different things, like the golden shulkers and whatnot, and I think these are all empty. Fail there. But no, in here I've got a couple additional ones, like this multi-core and stuff. I don't know, I just thought it'd be kind of cool. These would be like, you know, the super valuable things. You can see that the chest is locked otherwise, though, so if I ever do go ahead and put some sort of economy system in, or some sort of playthrough on the map, that could be a really fun thing to tinker around with, and I just decided to build this because I was bored. That's not what we're focusing on today, though, so let's get out of here. I press this button and I just simply wait, and the door will open eventually, just like right now. There we go. And I brought the key with me, so I gotta go and put it back. And I don't have the time to wait, so I'll just break through. Stupid idea, cool idea, I don't know. It'd be more fun in a 3-player world. Check out this building, though, too. Nice and simple, but it does the trick, doesn't it? And it's got this nice little bump out area on the back. I like it. Okay, so now let's talk about what's actually happening in this episode, which is we're gonna be building a mansion. I'm excited to get to that, but first, I want to show you guys some of the other mansions I've been building. This will just take a couple of seconds. If we go up here, which, by the way, this road is looking sweet. Or no, it's not this one. It's the other one. I want to go to the other one. This road is looking sweet because, first of all, we're getting to more of like a mansion sort of area where they're all staggered in the hills. This is where I really want to get to, not where they're all lined up. You remember in the last one, they're kind of all in rows. That's more Pacific Palisades. We're getting into sort of Bel Air, I guess, at this point. What else would it be? Yeah, Bel Air would be up in the hills across the highway, which I've just put in. And then I guess Beverly Hills is just further past there. So we're getting into the bigger mansions. So I wanted to start to spread them out a little bit more. So we come up here. You guys have seen all these, but let's go ahead and talk about 2 new mansions that I put in up here. And by mansions, you mean you know, they're not fully mansions. They're just little ones. But anyway, I've got a nice little sitting area, a nice little kitchen, a big garage this time. I didn't cheap out in the garage like last time. And then this really cool walkout area into a infinity pool, which is being suspended over the ground. Very cool one right there. In addition to that, I put this nice little Italian villa up here. It does have a little balcony. And then a little garage and everything. In fact, a pretty significant garage. If we go up this little staircase here, we get into the main sort of courtyard area. If we walk in here, you can see it's a good little space, 2 stories, nice. There's this nice little walkway out here. Not sure how I feel about this yet. I might just join them, but anyway, there's a walkway here. And yeah, you get into this garage. You know, this would be like a 10-car garage, I think, pretty much. I don't know how big are our cars. They're like 2x4, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe park one here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe you can fit 10 in here. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm happy with that, and it's a nice little property. Okay, so where are we building today then? Because we got all these nice houses going in. We're actually going to go down here where I was doing the world edit tutorial on. I decided to terraform this out a little bit and sort of help it look better. Also put up this really cool hedge fence with some green wool on the inside, which doesn't allow anybody to see through it, which I think looks really great. So yeah, I'm happy with that, and it's a tall one too because they start to get really tall here in the real world. Also, extended Sunset Boulevard, just going on here. By the way, these aren't actually going to be the names for these. I don't think we're going to have to come up with our own names. Not sure if we're allowed to use those or not. But this is like kind of the inspired by Sunset Boulevard. And we get over into this mountain, which I've finally finished with all the sand. I've added all the trees in. I've added a little back part of the mountain. And I've finished up the little tram system, which is looking pretty good now. It's connected to the parking garage, and it comes up right through here with some trees. And then the mountain is sort of getting bigger over here. Very cool, very good stuff, and let's go work on the mansion. What have I gotten myself into, guys? A mansion? Really? I've already wasted off the episode, but no, here we go. We'll go try to do it somewhat quickly. First thing I want to do is show you guys something cool again. Oh boy. If you do a sphere made of air, which is a size 6, but then you go ahead and you attach a mask that only masks leaves and oak, check out what happens. We can just get rid of trees like this with one click, just the same way that we can place them easily. We can just get rid of them. So yeah, now we can go ahead and start. I'm going to get rid of this tool too because that could be a little dangerous. Okay, quick note, I'm not going to be doing the fence today, but that doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and get started here. So what do we want to do? I'm kind of thinking something classy using the cyan terracotta and some acacia wood if I can ever find out where that is. Aha, there it is. So here's what I'm thinking. Just thinking, can we use some sort of like interesting like reverse backsplit here? We probably could in a pretty cool way. Let's start the garage off 1 block lower, so right here, and we'll make the entire house this low. So I decided let's go ahead and do a big double garage because why not? You know, people like their cars, so we'll do that even though it's not a thing in this world. Don't worry about it. So yeah, we'll do a nice big double garage. We'll come back maybe 3 blocks right here, and then we will start the actual entrance to the house. And bam, we'll just do something simple like that. The entrance will be right there. It'll probably bump out by 1, have a nice little porch actually. Let's go ahead and add that right now. We'll come back by another 3 blocks here. We'll come out and build a little bump out as well. This is going to get a little weird here because it's going to feel like you're in a basement, but anyway, it is what it is. Kind of a weird design, but I'm kind of vibing with it. I think it might work fine. Okay, so we've got this now. You know what? I made this whole thing 1 block too high. I'm going to go ahead and take it all down. Hold on. I was wrong. Oh, no. Am I, though? No, I want to go 1 block lower than this, actually. So, yeah. No, I am right. All right, so I will go down 1 block then over the entire property. Okay, so now I started working on the 2nd floor. We're all kind of even up now. And this is basically what the design's going to be. It's a backsplit, but going the opposite direction that a backsplit would normally go, meaning that the front entrance is basically in the basement, and the actual, you know, regular part of the house is in the on the regular, I don't know, ground level up here. Yeah, I think it's gonna be kind of interesting. I've never done a property like this, but this is kind of cool. We've got way too many blocks going on here, and I'm trying to do these big 5 wide entrances, and then maybe we'll bump out here by 1. We'll go ahead and add a nice little exit here into the backyard. All right, so you basically got the entire property laid out now. Pretty straightforward design. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the roof, but we'll probably end up doing it off camera. But let's just go ahead and finish up the regular bit of the property here. Then I'll go ahead and build the roof and show it to you guys after I'm finished up with it. I'm almost tempted to make it 3 stories high. What do you guys think? I mean, from this level, it looks fine as it is, I guess. But from the back, it's kind of lame. No, you know what? I will just leave this one as is because I don't want to go too crazy here and make it look ridiculous. Plus I don't want to obstruct any views from the guy in front, and once the roof is on, it will look pretty substantial. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead, obviously, or not obviously, but I'm going to go ahead and probably do a window design that looks like this, just nice and simple, and then we'll go ahead and do a roof that maybe uses, I don't know, I'll figure out the roof. Let me go ahead and put in all the windows though, and I'll update you guys after that. Okay, so things have gotten a little bit interesting here. I decided to do a nice little simple copy and paste. Also, these are garage doors. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Oh, right, I just copied and pasted it. Oh, boy. Yeah, I decided just to do a nice simple copy paste to see if we could figure this out. I'm just going to wall this off, actually. What am I doing? And yeah, it kind of worked, but we have a lot of missing blocks now, which is not fun. Either way, it's all good. So, yeah, it kind of worked. It kind of did its magic, whatever. It kind of took out some of the road, which is awkward, I guess. There we go, all fixed back to normal, kind of. It should work fine. But yeah, it kind of messed up the house. It's all good though. And also, we kind of took off a chunk of the mountain, yeah, back here. But you know what? It's all good again. We just gotta simply do a nice little fix here, and we'll be all good and rolling. Okay, cool. So now that's all settled, I'm gonna go ahead and put some interior floors in, as well as do all the glass, which I'm just gonna do white stained glass, I believe, for, and then we'll start working on the roof. All right, so windows and glass and floors are all into the build now, and it's looking pretty good. It's a good size. You can see the fence will probably have to be extended back to here, so we can have a little pool in there and whatnot. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it's looking so far. What I'm thinking now is maybe that we're going to use quartz for the roof and just do like a regular, boring old... you see, I don't know, because I kind of want to make it interesting, but at the same time, that becomes a real pain. But I was thinking of just doing, you know, your good old, boring this and that just goes around the entire thing. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling adventurous, though. Maybe I will try a more funky roof. How about that? I will do a maybe one going this way and then one going that way off of that, and we'll see how it turns out. It's a pretty big area, but I think it will be okay. Yeah, I'll give it a shot and see what I can come up with. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So here's what I've came up with for a roof. Technically, if this is the higher one, it should be the dominant. So I think I gotta run it all the way along to the back here and out the other side. This will just connect up into it, and then yeah, I think this is gonna work. Again, I always have difficulty with these kind of roofs and making them look somewhat decent. I believe if we do something like this with a roof line where we come off on here, it will also help. But there's a bunch of different things that we could do here with this roof to make it look good. If you guys remember, I think we did a house very similar to this now that I'm seeing it with the acacia in the previous Los Angeles map. That's what we were doing. You see little things like that. That definitely helps. So that'll be nice. And then obviously on this one, I'll have to come out like maybe I'll just do like a spiral thing on this one. Or no, you know what? I'll do this. Yeah. Like this stuff is pretty straightforward. There's not too many different curves and weird things going on in the building. It's just about getting that big one to line up somehow with the other side. I think that will work just fine for that little bit there. A little bit off center, but that's cool. Yeah. Then this side would have to do something like this, and then also over here would need to do something like this, which kind of makes this weird. In fact, though, what I could just do is come up with a roof here and then literally open it up so it's like this. Aha, I've just thought of an idea. What if I did a roof like this that kind of opens up on this bit here that matches up? Because does this match with the other side? Almost. We can make that match with the other side. So there we go. Okay, cool. I think I got this roof figured out. Let me go ahead and put it all together. Maybe add a couple dormers, and then we'll see where we're at and finish up the build. Okay, so quick update on the roof, guys. It's coming along. It's looking pretty big right now. Kind of a little bit ridiculous. I don't know. It's kind of going to work. I'm going to add probably a dormer right there and then a dormer maybe in here. I'm not sure. But what I'm thinking is maybe to add a little bit of detail, why don't we go ahead and outline the roof with the stone brick? If I could do it again, I'd probably change it so then it was white with stone brick outline. But I think this alone will add a lot of detail. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to each one of these sort of end bits here. And then we'll see how that looks. I think that'll help add some definition to the roof. So let's check it out. So here's the deal with the mansion, guys. We got all the roofs now pretty much complete. I think they are complete. I've added this nice little stone brick outline, which I'm glad I did. Man, I've spent a lot of time on this roof though already. This is why I don't like doing them, because they don't always turn out amazing. And they take a lot of time. This one turned out okay, I'd say. I really like this area over here. This was, I think, on the last house that we did as well in this style. I really, of course, like all the bump outs and the dormers. I think those help. But just the overall pitch of it is a little bit aggressive, I'd say. Although it doesn't look too bad. It kind of does the trick. Over here, we run into a bit of an issue with the smaller back. I will probably add a dormer, but I don't know if I'm feeling that right now. And then I go ahead and just do it anyway. That also doesn't look amazing. But anyway, this roof has kind of been a flop. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I kind of like it, but at the same time, there's certain aspects of it that I don't like as much. But what's done is done. I've spent way too much time on this thing to really go back and edit it anymore. So I think I'm just going to literally call it there. But before we call it, we do have to add in some windows. I don't know. This dormer, I mean, it adds for some nice space on the inside, of course. Let's see here how it really turned out, though. It might just be a little bit too tall. That might be my issue with it. But anyway, you know what? It looks okay. It adds a little bit of detail. Whatever. It's cool. This area is also kind of a little bit strange how it goes indented here and whatnot. But you know what? It is what it is. However, we do get a fairly nice looking house here from the front. Once we do some bushes and some greenery and do the little garages and the front gate and everything, it's going to look awesome. Also, I missed this part. What the heck? And on the other side as well. Wow, that was a fail. But yeah, let's go ahead and add in the final windows, finish up the little porch here, and then we will call it a day. Obviously, again, you enter into the basement, which is a little bit strange, but nevertheless, I will go ahead and patch all this up later off camera. Let me head up to the top floor, though, and go ahead and add in those windows. Blop, 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 blop. And we got a couple over here. These 4 tall windows might just be what's throwing me off, especially with the dormer there. But this should at least make the building look more complete and finished and all that fun stuff. Let's go ahead and add in this one and then this one right here. And that is the building complete. Bam, pretty big house, pretty good footprint, a little bit of a strange roof. But again, from above, that's going to look pretty sweet. This guy up here who's going to be, who's going to have a house right here. His view is definitely obstructed a little bit, but nevertheless, I think it turned out good. I'm definitely glad that we added the stone brick as an outline. I think this could have really gone bad if we didn't. So that was a good move. Also, I'm going to remove these, I think. I just want this to be one big, huge porch. How's that look? Yeah, it looks a lot more significant. Cool. So I'm going to end it there. We forgot the garage. Sure, that works. There we go. So all done the house. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to go down below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Ah, dang it. I forgot one window. Hold on. Okay. Now I will see you guys in the next video.